Experts answer key questions ahead of trade deadline. Okay. What teams need to make a big trade splash to boost its standings? There's no shortage of options here. Yeah, there's no shortage. Which teams need to do this? I mean, let's think about it. What are the Suns going to do? The Suns are my team to watch. What is this? Does this have copyright music on it? The Rockets are looking to dump Woods. You will notice that I don't even have Christian Wood on here.
5 minutes.
Oh. And you want to know what's funny about this? The 5 minutes later part? It wasn't even 5 minutes later. I remember going back and look. It was actually like 2 minutes. You'll notice the Rockets are looking to dump Woods. You will notice that I don't even have Christian Wood on here.
5 minutes later.
Wait, are you guys fucking kidding me? Dude, holy shit. What was that beard? For what?
12 seconds later.
Mavericks are sending Boban, Sterling Mount, Trey Burke, Marquise Chris, and 26? That's all? Oh, no, I mean, nothing players. No offense to these guys. But in the grand scheme of things, literally nothing players for the Mavs. And 26, which, that is a fucking highway robbery. Told you guys. I talked myself into it in 12 seconds. Oh. I talked myself into it almost immediately. Dude.
Did you not hear First Sergeant say you will not buy?
Hold on. Are you guys fucking... What was the trade package? Dude, kidding me? What were they rolling out there? For what?
12 seconds later.
Mavericks are sending Boban, Sterling Brown, Trey Burke, Marquise Chris, and 26? Boban, Sterling Brown, Trey Burke, and Marquise Chris. Holy shit. Jesus. My God. All right. Back to this. Back to regular scheduled programming. Tim Bontemps. There's no shortages of options here. With Minnesota Timberwolves being one of them, it felt like Karl Anthony Towns' trade was a two-step move, and we're still waiting for the second move to happen. The Wolves, thanks in large part to Mike Conley, looking his age, have been clunky offensively, could use another shot creator and ball handler. I need to get a Bontemps voice down. It'll be interesting to see whether they look different come February 6th. Who wants Julius Randle? I mean, what is that? Yeah, that was more of a Ben Shapiro voice. You are so hot. I only watched the show because you are hot, to be honest. Thank you. Thoughts on Day of the Jackal? I don't know what that is. Can I make my voice more nasally for the Bontemps? Now we're reaching Ben Shapiro levels. I need to really hone in on that one. Bobby Marks, the Sacramento Kings. Kings, please trade for Cam Johnson. Please trade for Cam Johnson. Only the Kings can save us. Please trade for Cam Johnson. Kings changed their roster in the offseason, trading Harrison Barnes to San Antonio and acquiring DeMar DeRozan from the Bulls. Do they list names? All right, they have been linked to Brooklyn Nets forward Cam Johnson. What are their contracts? God damn, Kevin Huerter's making $17 million. Jesus. Jeez. The Kings trading for Julius Randle would make for better content, wouldn't it? Oh, God. Golden State Warriors, yeah, they'll be aggressive. Moving Jimmy Butler won't necessarily boost Miami's standings. Are we sure, though? Well, it depends on what they give back. I'm not entirely sure that's true. But it probably needs to jettison the star as soon as possible to prevent distractions that could cause the Heat to slip back in the East. Yeah, I was about to say, they just got their asses handed to them by Bryce Sensabaugh and the Utah Jazz. The Warriors, yeah. The Warriors are going to make a trade. It's interesting to see what it is. Jimmy Butler to the Warriors makes the most sense to me, just because you're perfectly aligning the desperate team with contracts to move. That aligns. Desperate old team. The Grizzlies, though, are the team that could take the risk, maybe, needs a guy like Jimmy Butler in a lot of ways, and they don't have to really cut too deep into their lineup to make it happen. Warriors might be a Cam Johnson team. Yeah, they definitely could be. Was Schroeder the first ever subtraction by addition trade we've ever had? You forgot about the Christian Wood trade we just talked about. Which star other than Jimmy Butler is most likely to be moved at the deadline? Brandon Ingram appears to be the major priority for the New Orleans Pelicans. Yeah, Ingram. Everyone's going to fucking say Ingram. Bontemps, this might not be the fun answer, but I'm going with no one. I kind of agree with him here, actually. Every conversation I've had with scouts, executives, agents, and league personnel for months has been centered around how stiff the trade market is due to the combination of money on teams' books, the lack of draft capital among contenders. This is going to be a big problem. I'm telling you guys this, where there's so many teams that are... Dude, look at this shit. 10 inches of snow on Thursday. 8 to 12 inches of snow expected on Thursday. Like someone said earlier, I won't need a ruler to tell that. I'm sorry, guys. Unless big salary players are being swapped for each other, it's hard to see a huge star making a move in the next month. Pelton, a Brandon Ingram trade makes too much sense not to happen, right? Yeah, but for who, though? Like, how much? Ingram's at $40 million. You see the Chiefs almost didn't make the trip to Denver because of the weather? Really? This is redefining value with T-Mobile for business. As a GM told me after the Dorian Finney-Smith trade to Lakers, expect more singles and doubles, less triples and home runs when it comes to transactions. Yeah, I think that's probably what's going to happen. Brandon Ingram. Okay. Fact or fiction, the Lakers will make another trade before the deadline. Why does this have to have its own fucking section? Fact, though, I'd expect to be something along the lines of Dorian Finney-Smith deal rather than bigger. Valanciunas. I was just about to say Valanciunas. This one makes Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas. Just do it. You can't trade for Butler without including both PJ and Clay. Yeah, dude, the Mavs aren't trading for Jimmy Butler. They're not. The reality is, and I want you guys to understand this, the only way a Jimmy Butler to the Mavs trade happens is if Kyrie's involved. That's it. That is the only way it's going to happen. That's it. If the Mavericks end up trading for Jimmy Butler, it's because something very weird happened with Kyrie Irving. That's all. And yeah, you would never do that. Oh yeah, or Luka, which well, I'll talk about the Luka video here in a bit. It's not going to happen. And it's the easiest thing a GM can do, a morale boost amongst the team, to come out and say, guys, we're not interested in Jimmy Butler. We like the guys that we got. Because one, you know a trade's not possible. And two, you could just boost the morale of your team by saying, we like our guys. We don't need to do a Jimmy Butler trade. Levine and Io for the Lakers. I've seen a lot of Lakers fans like really wanting Walker Kessler. I don't think that's going to happen. In fact, the Lakers have overwhelming financial incentive to trade away Christian Wood and cut their tax bill. Would they add a rotation player in that trade? Okay. The team in the East that will be most improved after the trade deadline is the Philadelphia 76ers. Interesting. Daryl Morey has a history of being aggressive with the trade deadline to improve his team. Several first-round picks and salary. However, none of the teams at the top of the Eastern Conference have a ton of flexibility to make moves. So this answer could easily be the Nets. Interesting. Aren't the Lakers supposedly trying to get Fox? I mean, they're probably trying. What are the Kings at? 4 straight wins now. I'm like, when can the Mavericks play a fucking stretch like this? The Mavericks are walking through this gauntlet. Every week I look at the Mavs schedule and I'm like, how the fuck is it this hard again? The Kings have played the Mavericks with no one. Who else did they beat? The Grizzlies with no one. They did beat the Warriors last night with no De'Aaron Fox. Good for them. And what was the fourth team? It was another horrible injury-riddled team. It has to be the 76ers, yeah. The Orlando Magic. The Magic could pass on the trade deadline and still be most improved team on February 6th. Okay. I see what you're doing. The Magic, because there are no trade additions who can possibly be as good as getting Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner back. This is going to be a boring trade deadline, I think. I absolutely think Cam Johnson can swing a team. I am interested to see if the Rockets are aggressive, but I don't know. Mavericks Twitter made a joke about the Kings and said they got lucky because they played the 76ers with Paul George. The team in the West that will be most improved after the deadline is the Houston Rockets. And it's a very, very big if they can add another reliable scoring option on the perimeter. Zach LaVine, dude. Zach LaVine on the Rockets would 1,000% change how I feel about them. Thoughts on a Maxey Kyle Anderson swap? Is that a thing? Sure, I would do that. For Jalen Green, yep. Are the Warriors stupid? Yes. I make a speculative pick with the Dallas Mavericks, who have been aggressive under general manager Nico Harrison. Will probably make a significant move between now and February 6th. I really don't think they will. The Memphis Grizzlies. Before the Lakers came in at the last minute, the Grizzlies were positioned to acquire forward Dorian Finney-Smith. Yeah, the Grizzlies are going to make a move. The Jimmy Butler package, it's there. It kind of makes some sense. I said that last year. Did I? Well, hey, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know what the landscape of things is, like how to make that trade. How to make a trade happen. What contracts went out in the Gafford trade? I'm trying to remember. Oh, Rashawn Holmes. Jesus Christ. I forgot he was on the team. My God, I forgot about that. Sacramento Kings. Not only do I expect the Kings to upgrade via trade, they figure to improve slightly with better fortune in close games. It's a toss-up between the Warriors and Rockets because both own nice mixes of young players and draft assets to make the deal. Warriors, who's their young players? But let's go with the Warriors because they're currently in play-in territory as a very mid team right now. I just don't see I don't see a way the Warriors become a contending team. And yeah, Kuminga's out at least 3 weeks. That hurts them. Clippers, similar to the Sixers, they're also adding back into the mix a big piece with Kawhi Leonard. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. How did that go? I didn't see. I need to go back and watch the Kawhi Leonard minutes. Clippers dominated the Hawks. Do they even have assets? No, they're saying like Kawhi being back is going to be. Kawhi, 19 minutes, 12 points, plus 22. All right. All right.